What is up, and welcome back, everybody. Another day and we're out here in the garage. So I got some fittings for my Mac valves to connect them and everything like that. So I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna connect these two with this Y and stuff like that. So this will be for my boost control. And I also got a big piece back of the truck. And right here it is. I finally got my Turbo 400 back from Automatic Transmission and Gear in Watertown. Corey over there and his boys that work in the shop there, they whipped this thing up. The trans was really good. There was some heat on third gear, which after 2.5 years of abuse, they said that's kind of normal. They said there was nothing wrong, nothing looked bad. They said the trans probably was still pretty good. Could have gone, but they just refreshed it. So that thing has a fresh bill of health and it's ready to go. It's ready to get turned up, ready for more power. So we did that. We also did change the transmission pan. So I have an aluminum pan on it now that's a little bit thicker, better design. So he changed that because he wanted it in the truck. So he's the trans guy, so I'm gonna do whatever he tells me to do. So I did that. I did get my master cylinder on, got the wires through the firewall. It's all looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna have to take this back off. I did bench bleed it, but I think I still have some air bubbles in it because the pedal hasn't gotten hard yet. So I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna go to the AutoZone or O'Reilly's. I'm gonna get a master bleed kit and I'm gonna bleed that with the kit there and just push it. And hopefully I can get the pedal hard again. And yeah, I'm just gonna get these all situated up and everything like that. Put some thread sealer on it and we'll be good on that one. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty boring. The next couple steps are gonna be putting the engine and trans back together and throwing it back in the engine bay and start plumbing this thing back up, ready for it to all start to come together. So not much longer this thing's gonna be running, and I'm pretty excited. I got this guy all whipped up. So this is my boost control. We have an in, we have a bleed, and then we have a to the source. So this is gonna go to the top of the gate along with everything. I got everything thread sealered up, looking good. Now I'm gonna take my input output box from Holly and I'm gonna go mount it to my dash next to my other Holly box. So I kind of did do some tracing out. It's gonna sit right here. I'm gonna drill some holes. I'm gonna put some nut certs in there. So it's gonna sit right here so I can see all the lights on the top so that it's all working. And then we'll just run the wires underneath the bottom like this. And then I'll figure out what to do with the Mac valve, where I'm gonna go, because the current Mac valve I was using for boost control, it's a single one. And where I have it, there's not enough room for two of them. So I'm gonna have to change that up, but we'll figure that out here in a little bit. But I'm gonna drill some holes and then we're gonna get this thing ready to mount to the dash. I got my input output box all hooked up, and this is what it looks like. Sorry, well, I've dropped my flashlight here, but this is what it looks like here. I don't know why my flashlight keeps turning off, but it's gonna be right next to my thing. My full box, and I can see all the lights. So if something is wrong, I'll be able to tell. So then the harness will come out underneath and we'll attach it to that. Now, where I have my Mac valve currently is sitting right here. And if I put a double one there, I won't have room for it. So I need to find a place to put my double Mac valve. I gotta take this one off because now I'm going to use this one for my shifter. So I gotta take that out and figure out where I'm gonna put the other two. I think I'm gonna put them up here on the dash bar. I'm not sure yet. I gotta clean some wires out here. So Jacob's probably gonna come through here and relook at some of these wires and move them somewheres. I know half my vacuum lines are gonna be gone now because I don't have a brake booster no more, stuff like that. So that's how that's gonna turn out. I'm probably gonna cut some of these zip ties up here and see what I got for room. I think I have a little aluminum plate right here where I can make a mount for them. I got this little aluminum plate here. I can just make a mount for them just like that. Right here, mount them to this plate and then drill holes into the dash bar and put rev nuts in there and then mount this little plate on there, and then I'll have everything to go like that and be like that. So I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do it, but that's how I think I'm going to do it. This is actually steel plate. I have aluminum plate somewhere around here, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is just make a little mount like this and then mount the plate to my crash bar. But yeah, I got some errands to run. I got a fitting I gotta go grab. This is for my transmission cooler, and I don't know if you guys can see it here, but there's some damage right there, so it leaks. So I gotta run, and I'm gonna go to Dakota Fluid Power, and I'm gonna get a new one of these fittings here. It's just like an AN to an AN bigger one, so that's what I'm gonna do. I got to run to the Fleet Farm and grab a mount for my European mount for my deer that I shot this year. I got it European mounted, I got it back, so I need to get the mount for that. And then I'm gonna go sell the wheels off the Explorer. A buddy of mine's buying the wheels. We took the aftermarket wheels off. These are 22-inch KMC slides. We took them off the Explorer because tonight we're getting a new vehicle to go right here. So we're getting rid of the Explorer. We've had a good couple years with it. Just lately, it's been nothing but a hassle. Computer fried in it. Turbos went out in it. AC went out in it. Just, we've put like $7,000 worth of stuff in it in the last year and a half. So we're getting rid of that. And the thing that's going to take its place is going to be a Chevy product. So everything I got now for being a Ford boy, I own Chevy stuff. So yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna load these up and I'm gonna take them to my buddy that's buying them. And when I get back, maybe I'll hook the converter and everything up into the transmission, put some fluid in it, and then maybe we'll be putting the transmission onto the engine and maybe setting the engine inside the truck. That would be really great. I did get some valve covers, like I said, that they did come in. So I need to figure out where everything's gonna go in the engine bay so I can get my catch can bungs welded onto those valve covers. And yeah, that's what it is. It's a lot of little stuff to make it all complete. So I'm gonna get to doing my errands and I'll get back with you guys. I got my new fittings for the transmission right here. I actually got 2 of them. So I'm gonna put these ones on because they're just a little bit longer. So I'm gonna put these ones on, and the one that is still on the trans, I'm gonna keep that one. This one's no good as it's damaged, so I'm gonna keep the one that's on the trans still for a backup, and we'll be good from there. But I got something to show you guys. It's dirty because snowy roads and everything like that, but this is the new soccer van, or wagon, whatever you want to call it. It's a 17 Tahoe. So we're in the garage, we're by the S10. So today we're gonna be taking this old girl and we're gonna be mating it up to that old girl, and then we're gonna be shoving her into the engine bay.
So I got everything all pulled out to the side, ready to go. I gotta hold this brake line up here. But other than that, bolting those together, putting the converter in it, we're gonna be shoving the heart and the drivetrain back into this hole, get us a little bit closer to being completely done with this thing. So I'm gonna take you on that journey. I'm gonna put some transmission fluid into the converter. I'm gonna slap the converter onto the trans. Then we're gonna throw this thing back together. And I'm getting pretty excited. This is a long time coming. But yeah, that just means we're gonna be that much closer to having this thing completely done and ready to go. So after I get the engine and trans in, I'm gonna put the drive shaft on, all that stuff like that, make sure everything down there is looking good, hook the trans lines up. And then I'm gonna start playing with the wire harness after that. I'm gonna route it a little bit different than how I had it. I got a couple extra things I'm gonna run with the harness underneath my intake. We're gonna get that all looking pretty, looking nice, flowing good. And then I'm gonna put my intake on, and I'm waiting on my box. It should be here Monday, if not Tuesday. And I got a whole bunch of stuff for my fuel system. So we're gonna do all new fuel lines underneath the truck. Well, from the cell to the fuel pump is all brand new line last year. But from the pump all the way to the intake and then the return to the tank is all going to be new. I went and talked to the guys over at Monkey Fab and they hooked me up. So I thank those guys a lot for helping me out on getting my fuel system done. But yeah, we're gonna be plugging away. This thing's gonna get really close to being done here this weekend. And then after that, I guess the hard things are gonna be is changing wastegate springs, wiring, and figuring out how I wanna do my coils on my valve covers and routing air lines for the air shift and the boost control. So as you guys can see, I got the engine in. I started messing with the wiring a little bit. Freaking hate wiring. But yeah, that's all I'm doing today. I didn't do any wiring of the air compressor or nothing like that. I got the engine all in and set and kind of did some wiring here. I'm going to run everything underneath my intake, so it's all going to be kind of hidden, not able to be seen. Also, like I said, Andre was going to weld some bungs into my valve covers, and he got them all welded in. We got a bung there and a bung here. He welded them from the inside, so they look all good. So now these are ready for Jacob to come and powder coat them black for me. But yeah, I got the engine all set in, the trans mounted, everything like that. Got some wires ran. Here pretty soon. I think maybe next week I'm gonna actually wire the compressor in and stuff like that and get that all sorted out and everything like that. Then Jacob also has to come over and pin my Holly for me. I've never done any of that pinning stuff, so he does wiring for a living. So I'm gonna have him come over here and show me how it's done and show me some tips and tricks. But yeah, this is her. I also got the alternator bracket and alternator put on. That's the only thing on the belt system. And yeah, it's looking good. It's coming along. I think I'm going to call it a weekend there. I'm going to put this video, I'm going to get it edited so you guys can watch it. And I thank you guys for watching. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe.
comment, like it, share it with your friends. Everything helps, so just keep it all going. You know, I'm trying to do something with this channel, trying to do something with the S10 and all the stuff I go to. I'm just trying to share it with the world. But yeah, then again, I thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Until next time, peace.